This conference will now be recorded.
Screen is visible, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, okay, let us see one more time quickly how to do the automatic installation, which is not going to take much time. And then probably immediately we'll proceed here with the adding user manually. What is the requirement of adding a user? And adding a user into sudo list. What is sudo? And adding a user into another group as well. That we'll see. But before that, let us proceed with the installation of manual installation, sorry, automatic installation. So this is a virtual machine. I think, yes, I have CentOS here, and this is 10 GB size, and this has 2 GB RAM, one processor. That should be fine, I think. Okay, so let's start with this. So I'm going to select the first and trying to install. This is going to be very quick. The reason for that is there's nothing, there's no such settings required. So I'll just select the disk and we'll select the automatic partition, and things will be done quickly. Continue. You need to look here, minimal software installation destination is this hard disk, and you are going to select automatic configuration partition. Sorry, this is the disk and automatic configure partitioning. That's it. Let's say if you would like to make additional space available, then probably you might can add a separate disk from here and maybe from other sources as well. This is one option. This option is, let's say, if you want to decrypt your, sorry, if you want to encrypt your hard disk, whatever you are creating here, you can do from here. Like you do in your Windows, you set a BitLocker key. Here it's not the BitLocker, but yes, there is an encryption key which is available, encryption which is available with Linux, which can encrypt all your root file system and all, and then when you boot, it requires a password each and every time. So from here you can do, but as of now, we are skipping it. So we'll select the disk and mark it as done, and then it's done. We can begin the installation. As you can see that installation is started. So I need to set the root user root password, and that's done. If you want, you can create a user, and this is done. So everybody has the resume available and ready.
Yes, sir. Ready and available.
Okay. Is there anyone who doesn't have the resume right now? I mean, they have not completed it yet. I'm asking. Is there anyone who has not completed it yet? Yes, Pani, you wanted to say something?
Actually, last 2 days I absent the class, sir. I didn't know, sir.
So we have started once again started the class from yesterday.
Yes,
It's
sir.
not yesterday. I mean, it's from Saturday, and you can go
Yes.
through the Saturday videos. It's nothing but
Okay,
just installation and
okay,
explanation
sir.
how things goes. What all the
Okay,
different
sir. Okay,
components are involved there. Okay.
okay, sir. Thanks.
Yep. So if everybody has resume available, then probably I may take mock interview on Wednesday or Thursday or Friday. I may take on any day. So this is for everybody that mock interview is going to be not just audio. You need to be available with video because that gives you a feel of how interview happens. I will ask you all the questions which has already been covered during the session, and there may be some questions which has not been covered, or those question has not been asked, but those questions are related to the topic which has already been taught. So you are required to explore more on open internet and read the article what other topics can be related to that, what other areas can be linked through that particular topic. So anybody has any doubt here? Okay, no doubt. And I will inform before a day whenever your mock interview is going to happen. Like in evening I will inform, and there will not be any excuse that sir I cannot come on video because uh, I'm not at a good place. So it's your responsibility to manage the place, to manage the network, and be available during the mock interview. So you can see that here. Now we are up with the operating system, and this is actually the automated installation. Not automated, I mean the automatic partition installation. This is what is currently, and this was our old operating system which we were running. So ls-al gives the command, okay, and ls-last gives the command in a sorted order from date and time wise. Okay, let me clear. Let's say if some file is modified at what time, so it gives a sequence. So some file is modified, you can see the sequence the way it has been arranged. Okay, I can create one more. Yeah, the latest one is coming at the top, and then it's which are all folders has been modified. After that it's coming at the bottom. So I can create one more file, in fact two file. Touch is a command which you can use to create an empty file. Let's see, testing 1, testing 2, testing 3, testing 4. So you can see that all are created, but testing 4 has we have created lastly, so that is showing at the top. Testing 4 is showing at the top, testing 3 is showing after that, testing 2, then 1, then anaconda-ks.cfg, bash history, bash logout, bash profile, bash rc, cshrc, tchs, tcshRC. Okay, so here is some points. The by default files which you are able to see anaconda-ks.cfg. It's the configuration file which has been kept by the ISO itself and which holds the information of a kickstart. We'll see this kickstart file what it is, not now, maybe after some time. That's already in the session. So what is bash history? Bash history is a file which copies or which keeps track of all your histories. I mean to say, what are all things you have. Okay, you guys are able to see my mouse pointer, yes or no?
No, sir.
Mouse pointer.
No, sir. No.
No.
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
Hmm. Okay, yeah, I hope now, yes. Okay, so bash history is a file which stores all your commands whatever you are running right now. Let's say if I'm running touch testing 1, testing 2, testing 3, testing 4, I all of the things I'm running. So sorry, history is a command which stores everything in a file. You can see that while logging into the root, I have run so far all these commands. You can see that touch testing 1, touch testing 2, 3, 4 is there. After that, I have run this to list uh, all the files, and this is a command. So it's fetching from bash history. Uh-oh. It has okay. It has all the things from the past login. So maybe as soon as I log off or reboot, after that it's going to write all the commands into that. Okay. But yes, bash history is going to keep track of all your histories, and history is a command where you'll be able to find out uh, all the commands so far you have run across. And there are some shortcuts I will show you. Two exclamation is going to okay, one exclamation is going to run the command. No, two exclamation is going to run the command, run the last command. So let's see, I have run something. Touch or not touch. Free command is to check how much memory, how much RAM and swap is available. Okay, free command. So let's say I don't want to type this free command. You know that last command which you have run is very long command and you don't want to type again. So either you can do up arrow key and press enter, or you can do two exclamation and then press enter. It's going to give you the free command again. Okay, this is one shortcut. Another shortcut for you is, I already told that you have all the histories saved into a history file. So there is a way you can get the command which you might have run in past. Let's say I'm running a command cat, oh, not this one, cat proc cpu info. This is a command. Okay, this is a command to check the CPU information. So what I'm trying to say here is, after this command, let's say if you are running several other command, touch, then what to say, dummy file, touch, dummy underscore file. So I have run so much command and I forgot what was the command for checking the CPU info. So you need to remember the unique information about the command which you have run in past and which you are trying to search, actually, which you are trying to recall. So what I can say is, like, in my CPU info command, CPU info is a unique text which gives me the the particular command. So what I will do, I will press control plus R, and it is going to show me the reverse search. What the reverse search is going to do? Okay, let me show what reverse search is going to. Reverse search is going to search reverse from here, whatever the text I'm going to type. So let's say if I'm typing, it's start searching. Let's say if I'm typing CP, then it will check which text is matching with CP. Okay, it's a start searching from here, and whenever it encounters the first character, it is going to print the whole line. So we can see here what I'm trying to say. I'm just writing C. You can see that the first character C, and when it's started searching from the last, it has found out that this is the first line. This is the first line where it encounters the C. And if I'm giving CP, then you can see that CP comes here. This is the first line, and it's going to print the whole command itself, or the whole line itself. So now I need not to I need not to rewrite all the things again and again, and then simply write CP, and then I get the command, and then I press enter. So that's it about the shortcut, I can say, as of now. Okay, because I will use those shortcuts frequently, and you may wonder that how this came sudden and how it's all are happening. So there is one more thing I might have told you in past also. Like, let's say I am doing ccat slash p, and remaining will come automatically. I won't type anything. So for doing that, I will press tab. I press tab, the PROC came immediately, and then I will type C, maybe CPU info comes automatically. I'll press tab. So there is nothing, there may or may not be anything with starting C characters. So I will type P, then I'll press tab. You can see that it came CPU info. So after pressing tab, it's coming automatically. What are all things is there? So what is the meaning of that? The meaning of that is, let's say if you have file C star, if you have file with that name in that particular folder, and if you are pressing tab, it's going to auto complete if the character matches it. If it does not match, or if it matches with more than one, then you need to press multiple time tabs to see it. Let's say I have given ls slash proc slash c, I pressed one time tab, it's not showing anything. Let me press 3 to 4 times, or let me press 2 times. You can see that whatever files, it starts from C, and after that it may differ, but everything is starting from C is here. C, G, M, O, P, and R. You can see all this. So when I'm pressing tab, it doesn't know which one to print, because this is also starting from C, this is also starting from C, this is also starting from C, and this is also starting from C. So it doesn't know what to print, what not to print. So let's say if I want to print CPU info, so I will just type P. So now CP, here CP is not along with two characters CP, there's nothing starts in first, not second, not third, but yes in fourth, but not in fifth. So you can say that CP is unique character, and if you press tab, it will be able to find out, or it will be able to identify just only this file, and it will print. Okay, so this is another thing which I will use frequently, very much frequently. Okay, so I was here ls-as, yeah. So anaconda-ks I told you, bash history I told you, bash logout, let us see what is in bash logout. Login logout information. It has to execute this bash logout. It's not even executable. Okay, I need to see what actually this file does. Bash logout. But what is relevant to you is bash history, bash profile, and bash rc also, and there will be one more folder called .ssh here, which will be uh, relevant to you. Bash rc is basically where you export or keep all your local variables, which you export or which you wanted to get used when you log into that window. The meaning of that is, let's say in Windows, you double click and install the Python, okay, in Windows. So what happens is, after installing the Python, if Python doesn't set its variable automatically, you need to go to the environment variable in Windows and set those variables. And then when you will type Python, it executes the binary. So what is setting variable? What does it mean by setting a variable? Setting a variable means when you write that particular thing, it goes and fetches the binary file. So okay, it goes and fetches the binary file of the said location, and then it executes the command. So let me show what I'm saying here. So in Windows, let's say I have done a setting for setting up an environment variable here, setting up env variables here. After setting up, what it does, what I will tell that in setting up that for Python, let's say I'm taking an example, Python go to Python, I will tell go to C drive, then Python, then Python 64, and then Python binary. This is the binary file. So in command line, whenever I execute the Python in Windows, I'm talking about, it is going to get this binary. It's going to get this binary and execute it. So let's say I have a command line here. This is a command line, and there if I enter Python, it is going to execute this binary, whichever I am pointing to from here, and that binary is going to execute further. So whatever you wanted to do in Python, you can simply type the Python, and wherever this binary is kept, it's going to be get executed. And that is what the use of environment variable. This location can be anywhere. So what does it mean anywhere? It means like, let's say this variable can, this location can be this location can be in C drive slash user slash dummy slash download slash python slash python 64 slash python. Okay, so this can be this location, this can be at this location also. So let's say if you have downloaded your Python and extracted your folder here, or you have installed in this in your downloads, in your dummy user and downloads, then this is going to be your location. So in your environment variable, you can mention like this, that this is the location for Python, and when you open a command prompt in Windows and if you type Python, it should pick this binary from whatever the place you have mentioned here, and after picking this binary, it has to run the Python. So I hope everybody understand what is environment variable in Windows. So the same thing happens in Linux also. Here also you are required to give some environment variables, and those variables goes into bash rc. If you want to execute something here, you can execute it, and you can export some okay, how to set the environment variable. You can use a command called export, and then let's say python space equals to, you can keep something like this, and then you can export the python user slash bin slash python, I'm just giving an example actually here. Okay, this is how you can do. But when you reboot, this export line is going to go away and your Python is not going to run again. So what you are required to do is in bash rc, you are required to keep your line export and this and this and this, so that whatever you are exporting each and every time, that should get run. That will be get exported automatically whenever you are logging in into your account. So bash rc work is this. Okay, bash profile seems to be dedicated to your profile, how your mm, uh-oh. Yep. So bash profile is something which, okay, here also I can show you. They are keeping it here in bash profile rather than doing in bash rc. So both look similar, but it's divided into two parts. They are exporting in bash. Uh, yeah, they are exporting, or the CentOS people are exporting from bash profile. You can do from both the things, either from bash rc and bash profile both. But bash profile is more of a dedicated to like your profiles settings. What is the meaning of that? Let's see, you want to change your prompt here, root at the rate localhost. Okay, so let's say I wanted to customize this one, ps equals to linux first. I'm writing. Okay, so now my command prompt has changed to linux first. Okay, and let me give something here. Okay, so my command prompt has changed here to linux first. Previously you might be seeing that it was coming at root at the rate host, I mean username at the rate host name and then the folder. So since I want to customize it, I have changed it to this. Similarly, you can change it to date also. Let's say uh, you can see that. So it has changed to date. So whenever you are going to run the command, date command is going, sorry, whenever you are going to enter, the date command is going to run here and it is going to print. Uh, uh, okay, I'll need to see what I can do. What date is doing here is when I have executed this script, whatever the date and timing was there, it has noted down and it has given into the command prompt. It's not changing the date each and every time whenever I press enter. So that I need to look how I can give that. But my purpose was to say here that if you do any customization which is to your users, which is moreover related to your user, you can do it in bash profile. And if you want to do some settings regarding softwares and all, when you wanted to do some changes in terms of softwares, or doing things that you can do in bash rc. So how to change host? You mean the prompt? Is that what you wanted, Likhit? The command prompt
Sir,
you wanted to?
yes, sir.
Okay. So this is the command actually. ps1 equals to whatever you wanted to give, you can give here. So let's say Linux class. So whenever you press enter, it's going to show you this. Okay. So this is about two two files, three files I can say: bash history, bash profile, bash rc, and there will be a folder called .ssh. The meaning of that .ssh folder is we'll keep our some files which is going to get utilized when we log in without password. So we'll see that later someday. We don't know when. So if you want to log in passwordless or without password, but that too with secured environment, and that's the very secure environment has been considered nowadays, so that you can use it. So I'll show you that, not immediately but later. Yeah, so this is the information about these three files, and let me explain about the. Okay, I wanted to ask if anybody knows about this. What is the difference in between these two commands, cat dot slash bash profile and cat slash dot bash profile, and then cat dot slash dot bash profile? When I was running this command, first command, it shows that file not found, and when I'm running this command, it gives me the output. Anyone can tell me if anybody knows what is the difference in between those two.
Sir, cat command opens the contents of a file, and the cat dot slash
Mhm.
executes, I think,
Yeah,
executes the file.
dot slash executes the file, that's correct.
The dot
And
slash is a root actually.
okay,
The
dot slash is a
uh,
root.
or slash note is I don't know sir.
Okay, it's a good try. I can say both tries are good, but not correct. Anyone else? Hmm. Okay. So cat is used for, just a second. Cat is used for displaying content of a file. Correct. Dot slash is used for executing a command. Correct. But I'm using dot slash along with cat command. So this whole thing is going to come as an argument. This is argument. So cat space argument. When I give argument, it means I'm going to give the location of a file. Okay. So whatever I give here, it's going to be as a location of file. Whatever I'm going to give here, it's going to be the location of file. Let's say if I'm going to give chmod space plus x space anything xyz, or let's say cat space ls hyphen al. You know ls hyphen al is a command, okay? But when I'm running cat, It thinks that this is an argument for cat, this is an argument of cat. So it will tell ls file is not found, al file is not found. Okay, since I have mentioned hyphen a also, it's processing first of all the arguments, and it will say that there's no such option hyphen a. Let me remove this hyphen a. ls is a command, but what it says, no such file or directory. It means it is trying to search for that particular command. Sorry, it is whatever the command we think we have given a command, but actually it's not a command, it's an argument. Okay, so to do not confuse with dot slash as an executable, I just gave this example. Yes, dot slash is going to execute a file, but if we give only dot slash and the xyz file name, it's going to execute the file name. But if we do cat space dot slash, that's different meaning. Just give me a second, I'll be back. Yep, I'm back. So anybody was not able to think like what is the difference now? Okay. So dot slash is going to say that current folder, and this only slash is going to show me the root. That cat slash, it means it's going to ask me, it's going to give me the root directory. Okay, so how to verify? Let me give ls, it's giving me this. Okay, ls space dot slash, this is also going to give me this. You are able to see there's no difference. Now ls space slash, it's going to give me this. So slash, we call it as a root directory. Don't, but I will say that don't get confused with root directory and this root directory. Actually, it's a root and this is a root home folder. Don't get confused with these two things, slash and root. In Linux, this slash also get called as you are into root, and this root is actually the home folder. So like every user have their own folder, similarly root user will also have his own folder. So you can see that ls-al/root, you can see that bash history, bash logout, bash profile, bash rc. Okay, we are into root only. Okay, so you will be able to see the home folder of any user, test user, let's say ls space -al. Bash logout, bash profile, bash rc, you are able to see that in the test user also. So normal user home profile you will be able to find out in /home/. Let's say if you have multiple user, you will be able to find out multiple user here in /home. And where is the home folder of root user? The home folder of root user in here in root itself. Okay. So the difference in between dot ls space slash and ls space dot slash. Is it clear now? Is it clear to everybody? Is there any doubt? If you have doubt, go ahead and ask me here itself. If it's
Sir, explain once again.
hmm. So okay. Before that, let me explain the directory structure of. Okay, first remember this single line. ls dot slash, it means current directory. Okay, so it means, let's say if I'm giving ls dot slash, it means I'm trying to search something or I'm trying to list something in current directory, dummy. It has given me ls space slash dummy. If I give, it means I am trying to list dummy. Either it's a file or folder, I don't know, but I'm trying to list dummy from root, and this is our root directory. I mean the top level directory in Linux is called root directory. Okay, so where I am into that, this is also a Linux, correct? This Ubuntu is also Linux. So here you might not be able to visualize, but let me open these files. Okay, this is home folder. So I need to go one step back. Hmm, where is root? Where is root? Where is root? It's going to show me other location. Okay, you can see that I am into the. When you go into my computer, what do you see? You see that program files, program 64 files, Windows, and several and user folder. There are several other folders you do see in your uh, in your uh, in your my computer in your Windows, correct? Similarly, here your my computer is actually root. You can see that as I have gone here, it's showing computer, but the location it's showing is slash root. We call it root location in Linux. Okay, and these are all the folders by default comes with Linux. Similar kind of folder also you will be able to see here. bin dev home lib64 mnt proc run srv tmp var boot etc lib media opt root sbin sys usr. So all these folders are present here. You are able to see that. So these folders are basically the default folders which has been created by the system, by the Linux operating system. I'll tell what individual folder is consisting of and what is the use of all the folders. I will tell. But this top level directory where all this folder resides is represented by slash also. Okay, so here is your visualization. Wherever I am, it doesn't matter. Here, let's say I am in downloads, okay, and I am pressing Control L. It means it is going to give me the bar where I can navigate. And if I'm pressing slash and enter, it will push me into the root directory. You can see that, and it has started showing that it's computer. Okay, so the difference is confirmed. What is the difference in between dot slash and slash? Is it clear now?
Yes,
Dot slash,
yes, sir.
yeah, dot slash is current folder and slash is your root. So whenever I'm giving dummy before dot slash, I'm giving dummy, it means it's going to search in dummy folder. Sorry, it's going to search in current folder. And if I'm giving only slash, it means it's going to search that particular file, or it's going to list that particular file in from the root. And if I press enter, it will say that there is no file, because there is no file. You'll not be able to see any dummy folder or file here. So that's why it has reported that there is no dummy, no such file or directory. Yes, somebody was trying to say something. Anyone was saying something? I don't know who was having doubt. Please come ahead. Please come and ask. Okay, no problem. Okay, so let's see if I'm in home. Test mkdir is command to create a directory. Test1 cd test1 mkdir test12 cd test12 mkdir test123 cd test123. So I have created several things. Now there is another command I'm going to run, that is called pwd. Pwd, these are all I'm showing you, all the basics command. So you can consider this as Linux basics command you should know. Karuna, you wanted to say something?
PWD means present working directory.
Yes, correct. Pwd means present working directory.
Okay, sir.
Yep. So pwd is current working directory, present working directory. So when I run, it will show me what is my present working directory from root. You can see that I am from root. This is the root. I am into slash home slash test1 test2 test1 to test1 to 3. cd is for change directory. Okay, if I give cd dot slash, so what output it is going to give? Anyone can tell me?
The current working directory, sir.
Okay, so it's going to change directory into current working directory itself. So there is no change at all in the prompt, correct? So let me run this, and I will run pwd. You are able to see that there is no change, correct? And if I run this cd slash, and then if I run pwd, you are able to see that we have reached into root. Okay, so this is clear, correct? Or anybody has any doubt, or if anybody wants me to explain it again, I can do that. So nobody has any doubt, correct? Okay, let's proceed further. So there is one more shortcut, cd space minus or hyphen. What it does is it will pull me from where I came actually. I came to this slash. Currently my directory is slash. Okay, I'm into slash, and if I do cd space minus, it's going to pull my prompt from slash to testing 123. This is a shortcut. Like, from where you came, you can directly go back there. You need not to copy, you need not to paste. Let's say if I need to go there, if I need to go test 123, there are two ways: cd space slash home slash test 1, and then test 1 2, and then test 123. Now if I press pwd, it is going to list me there. Okay, now I will go back to slash. Now if I wanted to go here, test 123 directly, how I can go? Cd space hyphen, if I give, it will directly pull me from the last working directory. So last working directory, my last working directory was this one, cd minus. If I press enter, it shows that I was here and I have shifted back here. If I press pwd, it will show you. You can see that. You are able to see. So why I'm explaining all this here right now? Because I will use cd minus frequently. So what are all shortcuts I'm showing? Cd minus, control R, and then two asterisk marks. All those shortcuts I will use frequently. Okay, one more thing, cd slash, you understood, and you understood what is the meaning of dot slash, which is the same. Now what is the meaning of cd space dot slash? Anyone can guess?
So come back to the directory, sir.
Pre-
One directory.
previous directory. Previous directory, sir.
Yes, correct. Cd dot slash is a previous directory. Now I will do pwd. You are able to see that test 1 2. Okay, so we have gone into one directory back. Now if I okay, there is one more thing, cd space tilt. This is called tilt symbol. This symbol you will be able to find out in just below the escape key. You know the escape key? You might not have used it so far even a single time in your Windows, but I can say that most of the keys what you have not touched even in your Windows is going to be get used here. You might not have touched the key, this key pipe also, just above the enter. You are going to use that this pipe key here also. Tilt key you might not have touched so far. You are going to use here, and there is on the same tilt key you have two keys. One is I don't know what to call it. I will see what I can call it, but it seems to be like single inverted commas. So and the tilt key. So both the keys you will be using it here. So what is the meaning of CD space tilt? CD space tilt is going to wherever I am currently. Currently I am into slash home slash test1 test12 and test12, sorry, test12 folder. Okay, I will not press enter. I will check who am I command is going to give me through which user I have logged in. I have logged in through root. Please note down all the commands whatever I'm saying. So I'm going to, so who is going to give me the root, and after that, what is the home folder for root? Everybody knows that the home folder of root is ls space slash root. Okay, this is the home folder. So when I give cd space tilt, it is going wherever I am here in test12. Wherever I am, it doesn't matter. It's going to pull me to home folder of the logged in user. So I have logged in through root. What is the home folder of this is slash root. So it's going to pull me from this directory to this directory. So let me press this command. Let me enter this command. You can see that. Okay, let me log in to test. I have logged in into test user. Okay. Now what is my home directory? Okay. My home directory is, I am still into root home directory, but I have not reached to home directory of the test. So what is the home directory of test is, I can reach directly like this. You can see that slash home slash test is the home directory of test user. It's visible, correct, to everybody? So regardless of where you are, you can go, you can jump from one folder to another folder. This is why I'm telling, because you are required to use all these things so frequently. Okay, so just now I have run a command. This is a command su. Su is switch user. Let's say if you are logged in into one user, and if you want to switch to another user, you can use switch command su space test, and you are back there. You are logged in into that particular user. Let me run this. Who am I? It's going to give you through which user I have logged in. I have logged in through test user. Any doubt here? So far, any doubt in any understanding?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so we were having this, another system is also up. So I'm going to shut down this system. So for that, I can write down init 0 or shutdown hyphen h space now. Init 0 I'm going to write, and it's going to shut down the system. Okay. Exit is going to exit you from the logged in user. And init 6 is going to reboot your system. I'm rebooting this system. Okay, so I'm going to log in again through root and the password. So I was about to explain the folders. Okay, so not this one. Bin is for binary files. Sbin is also for binary files. Okay. I want everybody to find out the difference. What is the difference between bin and sbin? Dev is this it's all folders, whatever you are able to see. Yes, somebody want to say something? Okay. So dev is a folder where all your devices you will be able to see. Let's say whenever you mount a disk or there are several internal files. Okay, let me state a sentence here. In Linux, everything is a file. It just starts with file. If you want to do something in Linux, you have to do something with file. So every device in Linux is listed as file here. Even though if there is no physical device, if we want to say that if we want to work with any virtual device also, that has to be get listed as file here. You can see that TTY 0, 1, 10, 11, 12, it's all virtual terminals, which one application or another application is writing onto that terminal and another application is fetching the data. stderr, this is a file which stores or which takes all the errors. stdin, through which all the standard input goes. stdout, it's a file through which all the standard output, whatever we are seeing here, this all output, it comes through stdout file only. Similarly, you are seeing SDA, SDA1, SDA2. These are all three are we have seen that during format we have SDA, the name of the disk, and SDA1, SDA2. SDA1 where we have mounted our root, SDA2 is dedicated to swap. These we were able to see. SR0 also we might have seen. Where is SR0? Yeah, SR0 also we have seen. SR0 is actually your CD drive or DVD drive, whatever you have mounted. So similarly, there are several things, several files. If you want to do something, you can do with that particular file. So basically the slash dev directory is associated with the devices files, which are all virtually or physically present into your system. We have another folder called home. This home folder is for the users who are all going to logged in, or whenever you are going to create any extra user, the home folder will consist the workspace for their folder. So let's say I have created a test user. So in Windows you might have seen that C drive, then slash, sorry, in C drive users, you will be able to find out all the users, all the user home folders. Similarly, here you will be able to find out in slash home slash. So this home folder is for that purpose, to get all your users home directory. Lib64 is a folder where you will be able to find out 64-bit libraries. It has different in color. I will show you why different in color. Another directory is mnt. You can see that mnt is actually mount directory. It will not have anything, I think. Yep, it doesn't have anything. ls-al. Okay, it doesn't have anything. Okay, okay. After completing all this, I have a doubt. I will ask to everybody. Since nobody has asked, then I will ask. And I will ask, I will point out the individual person also to whom I'm going to ask. So anybody can be there. Okay. So proc, okay, MNT is for, let's say you have a hard disk and if you wanted to see the content. So for seeing the content of a hard disk or pen drive, somebody needs to mount that particular hard disk. So generally that mounting is used for mounting purpose. We use MNT folder. That's what the meaning of MNT folder here. Now slash proc. This is a proc. Proc actually it's basically came into the picture for storing the information regarding to the process, but it stores lots of more information rather than only a process. Ls proc, you can see that this is or all the numbers whatever you are able to see, it's all the process IDs. One is process ID, 10 is process ID, 1090 is process ID. All these are process IDs. So one folder corresponding to that particular process IDs. Process ID actually it's a number which has been given by the system, and that ID used to be get assigned to a particular process. Whenever a process comes up or whenever a process starts, the PID number is going to be get assigned to that particular process. And here the folder used to be get created in proc. Except more than that, what is it there? So okay, inside folder you will have several all the process information. How much memory it's taking, what all process states are there, and what all memory it's taking, what all variables are there. There are several other things will be there in that particular process, which are all system it's using, driver it's using, everything is will be there. So all the folders are related to that. Now ACPI sound, it's ACPI, it's a folder which is related to hardware. A sound is also related to hardware. Buddy info, it's it's operating system concepts to allocate the memory, but here we are not going to go any deep into that. Bus is again a hardware. CPU group, command line, console, CPU info we have seen just now. Crypto devices, disk stat, DMA, and all these are actually the files and folders related to the devices which is into the system, which stores the information about that. We have seen just now CPU info is going to store the information of CPU whatever is running currently, and IRQ is going to store the information of IRQs. Interrupts are going to store the information which are interrupt has came so far, which you will not be utilizing actually. Yeah, modules is a file which you might look after, not now, later. Cat proc modules. Okay, it has several information. So these are all information you can see. I will tell you what are all those information. Nothing to worry about. Just one second. So proc is used for that purpose. Run is used for the systems and the files which is running, and there are several currently running processes. What are all things are required for that is going to be get stored here in run. SRV is, I'm not sure what is it for. TMP, you know, it's temporary files. Where is for various other files. Let's say like uh, your system has logs or it has some extra files. Basically, this var is used for log and storing the information, which helps running the system or which helps in auditing the system or which holds some of the data during run process. So that's the use of var. This boot folder is going to hold the files which is responsible for booting your system. So let's say by mistake also, if you're deleting this boot folder, your system will never run again. So you need to format it. If you do this, your system is gone. You need to reboot your system. Sorry, you need to reinstall your system again. So don't delete any system file. Okay. So boot is for that purpose. etc is for file, etc. We call it. Let's see what is there. What are all processes are running? Every process requires a configuration file, because in Linux everything is a process. So to configure all the things, we require configuration files. So all the configuration files related to every process has been kept in etc folder. Lib is library for 32-bit. Media is, let's say if we have any media, we'll get here. OPT is optional actually. Whenever we have any database related system files, or let's say if you wanted to create your customized application which requires your files to be kept somewhere, so in that case you need to keep your file in OPT folder and run from there. You should not touch any system files here. So you can keep your binary, your customized binary in OPT folder, and you can run from there. You can keep your database, your binaries, your libraries, whatever you want, you can keep it here and you can run it from there. Root, everybody knows that. Root is a home folder of root user. Sbin is your job to find out what is the difference between sbin and bin. Sys, actually it's again a file system. It's a little bit different than proc. Proc is basically managing the operating system. Sys is also basically managing the operating system, but proc is very much centric towards the information, only information of devices and only information of process processes. But here sys is moreover related to your system devices. It's not going to, whatever the information this proc has got, it has all the information regarding the hardware this proc file has got through the sys file system, sysfs. In another language, this sys is also called sysfs. Sys will also have so many things: bus, clock, devices, firmware. In devices also you'll have several devices and several folders, and modules also. Okay, we'll talk what the module holds, not now, maybe later. So basically sys is for holding the basic, no sys is responsible for bringing up all the devices which is connected to the system, and we will talk about only the real devices, not virtual devices here. In sys talks about real devices. And user is basically user folders, directories where you can keep files, or where the system keep files related to that user. So user related binary goes here: slash bin slash usr, slash bin slash etc, slash bin slash lib, slash bin slash lib64. So all these folders are basically related to users. not the systems. So ls-l, as soon as I'm running ls-l slash, you can see that. Okay, let me let me show that. You may ask that binary what we have seen in root folder is how different from slash user slash bin. Because okay, I don't know whether I would have told. Okay, binary I have told. Yeah, fine. Binary is going to hold the binaries of your executable whenever you are running. Let's say Python you are running, so you will be able to find out the binary for that particular Python is in slash bin slash or slash user slash bin. In any of these two you will be able to find out. So the meaning of this arrow is this binary folder is pointing to user bin. This lib is pointing to user lib. Lib64 is pointing to user slash lib64, and sbin is pointing to slash user slash sbin. So whenever you go into this bin directory, you will be able to see the same content whatever we have in bin. Whenever you go to lib directory, you will be able to find out the same content what we have in slash user slash lib. So the same thing for 64 also, same thing for sbin also. We'll see why this color is different. Actually, it's a soft link. This is soft link, this is soft link, this is soft link. So we'll know in future what is called soft link and what is called hard link and how it is different. Okay, and what is so special here and why we do that. We'll see all those things in future, not now. So anybody has any doubt here? Okay, where got left? No, we have covered where also. Anybody has any doubt here?
No, sir.
Okay, Saim. Okay, fine. So let me name someone. Ajit, are you there? Ajit, are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, so when I'm doing root, ls root, you're able to see that I'm getting only how many files? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 files. And when I'm doing ls-al slash root slash, I'm going to get two extra things. This is dot, this is dot dot, and then I'm going to get this dot bash history dot bash logout dot bash profile dot bash rc dot cshrc dot tcshRC. So all these files are extra. So my doubt is what is the meaning of this dot? You are able to see my cursor? I mean, what what different it creates if I add a dot in normal file?
Sir, ls minus al, it shows all the hidden files also.
Okay.
Again, what, sir? Dot.
Doubt was what is the meaning of my doubt is not what ls-l shows. My doubt was what is the meaning of these dots? I mean, just a second. Let me show the pointer. Yeah, I'm able to see the pointer. Pointer is not visible again. Okay. So you are able to see what is the meaning, what this dot meaning, how it makes different this file different than this file. What is the difference in between this file and this file? I mean the properties of this file and this file. Any idea? I know both has different contents. That's not a problem. Any idea about like what will be the difference in terms of file properties for this and what will be the difference in terms of file properties for this? Ajit, any idea?
After the dot extension, I think, sir. Bash history. It's a type of like a dot txt. No.
.cfg you can say it's an extension, but that's also not an extension. That's a configuration file actually. .txt is an extension, but .bash history is not an extension at all. Okay, it's a good
I
try.
mean,
Let me ask to someone else. Malikarjun,
Sir? Hello?
yes, sir.
uh, Aniseti, just wait.
Okay.
Yeah, Malikarjun, can you clarify my doubt since nobody has asked? I am asking. You got the question, or you want me to repeat the question for you?
Yes. Yeah, I know, sir.
Mhm. So what is this dot means? How it is making different file? Not how, what? What the difference it's making than the normal file?
So first dot is with the hidden files.
You mean
Yeah, dot.
this dot is hidden file?
Yes.
I'm talking about this dot. Before the file, if we have a dot, what is the meaning of it? Okay, let me show it here. In home, I am here. Test. I am going into the downloads. Okay. If I do Control H is going to show me the hidden files. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So let me create a new folder. A new folder I'm creating is test. Okay. And I'm going to rename that folder to .test. .test folder is gone because that's hidden. So I need to press Control H once again to see that hidden files. So if you add dot in front of any file or any folder, that folder will go hidden and will not be visible normally. So you need to press Ctrl H to see all the hidden files. Getting? It doesn't show anything here, but there is a viewing option there used to come. Oh, here I think. No, not in activity, in files. No, it's new window it's giving me. So there used to be an option previously, but it's not here. Maybe I'm not able to find out. Yeah, show hidden files you can see. I just deselected it. So that hidden file is gone. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you are going to add a dot in front of any file, it's going to be hidden file, and that is why it doesn't show when you simply press ls. When I simply press ls, it doesn't show all the files. ls-al, it shows all the file along with hidden. So yes, the first person, Jeet, has replied correctly, but you were not able to segregate the answer. What was my question was?
Yes.
Okay,
Sir,
yeah, you
what is
said,
dot dot two times if we give two times?
sorry, dot dot.
Dot dot for hidden file and dot dot for
You're able to see the difference? I've added 4 dots and I'm just hiding the file. So it doesn't matter either you add 1 dot or a number of dots. This file is going to be get hidden. Got it?
yes.
Yeah. So that's the thing. Okay, so I think that's it for today. Let me stop the recording.